Imagine waking up one day and discovering that the money in your bank account has lost half its value. For millions of people around the world, that's not just a fear, it's reality. That's one reason Bitcoin was created. And if you're completely new to Bitcoin, here's what I wish someone had explained to me in just 5 minutes. 1. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is digital money. Unlike traditional money, it isn't controlled by any government, bank, or company. No one can print more Bitcoin whenever they want. In fact, there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. That limited supply is one reason many people compare Bitcoin to digital gold. 2. Who created Bitcoin and how does Bitcoin work? Bitcoin was created in 2009 by someone using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. To this day, nobody knows for sure who Satoshi really is. What's more important is that Bitcoin doesn't depend on its creator anymore. It runs on a global network of computers. Think of Bitcoin as a giant public notebook. Every transaction ever made is recorded in that notebook. This notebook is called the blockchain. Thousands of computers around the world constantly verify and update it. Because so many computers maintain the network, it's extremely difficult to cheat or manipulate. 3. Why does Bitcoin's price move so much? Bitcoin is still a relatively young asset. As demand rises and falls, the price can move dramatically. Some years it gains hundreds of %. Other times it experiences major drops. That's why experienced investors focus on the long term rather than daily price swings. 4. The most important lesson. The biggest mistake beginners make is rushing in without learning. Don't buy Bitcoin because someone on social media promised you'll get rich. Learn how it works. Understand the risks. And invest only what you can afford to hold long term. Because the people who succeed with Bitcoin usually aren't the ones chasing hype. They are the ones who take the time to understand it, and that simple lesson could save you years of mistakes. 5. Is Bitcoin safe? Bitcoin itself has never been hacked. However, people can lose access to their Bitcoin if they don't secure their accounts or wallets properly. A common saying in crypto is, not your keys, not your coins. That means whoever controls the private keys controls the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still a relatively young asset. As demand rises and falls, the price can move dramatically. Some years it gains hundreds of %. Other times it experiences major drops. That's why experienced investors focus on the long term rather than daily price swings.